on the situation there at the end? What led to that?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of a cheap shot. He kind of hit me from, when I didn't see him, so I thought it was a soft move. I just thought maybe he needed a hug on the other end. That's kind of what happened. So
when you're down there on the floor, what are the emotions like when you're down there wrestling with him?
I wouldn't consider it wrestling. I think it was, like I said, it feels like it was just a hug. So.
The NBA descended into complete chaos a few days ago. Deficits that seemed impossible to overcome vanished in a whirlwind of steals, dunks, and clutch shots that defied logic. A lanky French phenom made the court his personal playground, swatting away shots and delivering dunks like something out of a sci-fi movie. The entire league went off the rails in a way that left fans across the globe replaying clips for hours, talking about it on social media, and wondering if it was all a dream. From packed arenas to living rooms, people witnessed basketball at its most intense and unpredictable. This was not your average night of games. It was a showcase of comebacks that tested the limits of belief, overtimes that drained every ounce of energy from players, individual brilliance that bordered on the impossible, and even a scuffle that turned physical in the worst way. To understand just how shocking it all was, let's walk through the key moments in each matchup, explaining everything in simple terms so even someone new to the sport can appreciate the madness. We'll see how small plays add up to big swings, why defense can change everything, and what makes certain athletes stand out as once-in-a-generation talents. The madness began in New York at Madison Square Garden, home of the Knicks, facing off against the Rockets from Houston in what turned into an absolute thriller. At the start, OG Anunoby, the Knicks' versatile forward known for his long arms and quick hands, became a one-man wrecking crew on the defensive end. A steal in basketball is when a defender takes the ball away from the ball handler without committing a foul, and Anunoby did exactly that multiple times early. First, he poked the ball loose from a Rockets player driving inside and threw down a powerful dunk at the other end. Then he did it again, and a third time, each leading to easy scores. These plays not only gave the Knicks points, but also boosted their confidence and tired out the Rockets because the other team had to sprint back on defense without time to set up properly.
Why is the team so much better with OG?
Having him, it's been amazing on both sides of the ball because obviously defensively he's someone who can guard really 1 through 5. Whoever's their go-to guy, we're able to put him on. And then offensively, he fits in very well. He's able to space the floor. He makes smart basketball plays, cuts, decision-making, those kind of things. So
by halftime, Anunoby had 20 points, most coming from those fast breaks where the Knicks ran down the court before the Rockets could set up their defense. The home crowd was electric, cheering every stop and slam as the Knicks looked in total control. However, the Rockets began to find their groove late in the second quarter. Alperen Sengun, Houston's skilled center, used his size to back down defenders close to the basket and hit falling away shots with soft touch that barely touched the rim. Kevin Durant, the tall scoring machine now with the Rockets, started lighting it up from long range, draining threes that stretched the lead. They went on a 14-5 run, meaning they scored 14 points while allowing only 5, taking the lead into the locker room. That momentum carried over into the third quarter, where the Rockets used their size and ability to switch defenders seamlessly. That means quickly changing who guards who when screens are set to score inside and out. Amen Thompson had thunderous dunks, Jabari Smith tipped in misses, and Durant hit deep corner threes. The lead grew to 13, then ballooned to a game-high 18 points early in the fourth. The Knicks seemed out of sorts, missing shots, turning the ball over, and looking defeated. Many in the arena thought the game was decided, with fans starting to head for the exits and the energy dropping fast. But basketball is famous for its unpredictability, and the Knicks got a huge jolt of energy from Karl-Anthony Towns. Known as Cat, the big man who can shoot from anywhere, but has faced questions about his toughness inside, Towns threw down a thunderous jam that shook the rim and woke up the entire crowd like a lightning bolt. From there, the Knicks launched a furious comeback that no one saw coming. Their bench players, including a spark plug guard named Alvarado, hit threes and made aggressive drives to the rim. Landry Shamet connected from deep. Towns added another 3 from the corner. Mikal Bridges slammed one home after following a missed layup, and Anunoby kept the energy high with yet another dunk. Jalen Brunson, the Knicks' fearless leader and one of the best clutch performers in the league, took over with crossovers that left defenders spinning and pull-up jumpers that seemed to hang in the air forever. He made it a 4-point game, then drew a crucial offensive foul by planting his feet and taking the charge from a driving Thompson. That's when the defender stands still and the offensive player runs into him, resulting in a foul on the attacker and giving the ball back to the defense. The deficit was now just 3 points, and the tension was unbearable, with every possession feeling like the last one. The Rockets managed to push it back to 2 possessions a couple times with baskets from Durant, who reached 27 points on the night, but the little guys for the Knicks stole the show in the final minutes. Alvarado swiped the ball from behind on one play and finished at the rim for 2 points. He did it again on Sengun, setting up a chance to take the lead. With 1:30 left, Brunson drove hard, banked in a shot off the glass to tie the game, and the Madison Square Garden crowd exploded in total delirium with old school fans and celebrities jumping out of their seats. Durant then fumbled the next possession under heavy pressure, and mentally the Rockets seemed shaken as if they had already lost. Now in full clutch mode, with everyone standing and the noise deafening, the Knicks wanted a 2-for-1 situation, get a shot off early in the possession so if it missed, they could foul and get the ball back with time for another shot. Brunson pulled up for a jumper and knocked it down for the lead. They needed one more stop to seal it. Durant drove and pulled up, but the shot was too strong. The rebound led to another miss by Smith, and Towns grabbed it clean. Brunson was fouled on the next play, but actually it was Landry Shamet who got fouled by Durant with just 6.1 seconds remaining. Since the Knicks weren't in the bonus yet, meaning they hadn't been fouled enough times to automatically shoot free throws, they had to inbound the ball safely. Durant, with his long arms, guarded the inbound pass by facing away at first. After some searching, Josh Hart lobbed it into Anunoby, who was immediately fouled. The crowd held its breath during the 5-second inbound count, hands sweaty and hearts pounding, but Anunoby calmly sank both free throws to make it a 4-point game. Was it over? Not quite. The Rockets inbounded to Durant, who with Anunoby on him fired a 3 with 4 seconds left and made it. Now down by 1, but Houston had no timeouts left. Shamet went to the line for 2 free throws but missed the first, making it a 2-point game with 1.4 seconds left. He hit the second. Then with the final play, the Rockets inbounded near half court to Durant, who caught it and launched a desperation heave at the buzzer. It hit the backboard but rattled off the rim and missed. The Knicks had pulled off the 18-point comeback, their largest of the season, in one of the most exciting finishes you'll ever see. The celebration in MSG was instant and loud, with players mobbing each other, the crowd chanting "Let's go Knicks," and the whole building shaking. It was the kind of game that shows how quickly basketball can flip, where one team's collapse becomes another's miracle, and why home crowds can lift a team to do the impossible. If that wasn't enough excitement for one night, the game in Phoenix between the Suns and the Orlando Magic took things to another level of craziness with a triple overtime battle that tested endurance like few games do. Early on, bad luck hit the Suns when Dillon Brooks collided with Magic guard Anthony Black and broke his hand, forcing him out after just 7 minutes. The Magic used that to their advantage, dominating the first half with big bodies inside, flushing down dunks, and leading by 8 at the break thanks to strong play from Paolo Banchero and others. In the third quarter, the Suns stormed back thanks to their role players stepping up big time. Shots from deep started falling after long rebounds created quick transition chances, sparking a 14-0 blitz. That's a rapid scoring run where one team pours in points while the other scores 0. Jalen Green and others got hot, and by the clutch portion of the fourth, the Suns led by 6. The Magic responded with a furious run of their own, tying the game with Anthony Black's drive and layup with less than a minute left. Then came the slugfest. Both teams missed shot after shot in the closing seconds, neither able to buy a bucket as defenses clamped down hard. With 4 seconds left, the Suns' Gillespie missed a tough 3, forcing overtime. Overtime, one saw Paolo Banchero, the Magic's star forward, working off screens to muscle his way inside for baskets in a 5-point lead. But Suns guard Grayson Allen refused to let his team lose, hitting straightaway threes and floaters in the lane to keep Phoenix alive, even though the team had missed its last 8 threes at one point. The Magic's defense was incredible all night, racking up 15 blocks total, a huge number that means they rejected 15 shot attempts right at the rim, holding the Suns to a terrible 34% field goal percentage. That is horribly low for an NBA team, and basically means the Suns made only about 1 out of every 3 shots they took, which is very poor for professionals and showed how well Orlando's long arms and help defense worked. In the second overtime, it was more of the same back and forth battle. Allen scored again to tie or briefly lead, but the Magic answered every time. With time winding down and no one hitting the go-ahead bucket, the Suns got a second chance at the buzzer but missed a tip-in. Still tied, they headed to a third overtime. Allen hit another 3 to open it. The Magic tried inside plays with Banchero spinning and backing down, but the Suns defended well. Then a key moment arrived. Allen drove with 6 seconds on the shot clock but failed to release the ball in time, causing a violation that gave the Magic the ball back. They set up a play, and Javon Carter caught and shot a corner 3 that swished with 1.1 seconds left, tying it once more. Everyone thought a fourth overtime was coming, but no. The Suns quickly inbounded, found Jalen Green wide open in the corner. He turned around, faded away under pressure, and hit the game-winning jumper as the buzzer sounded. The Suns won in triple overtime after an epic war of attrition that lasted forever. Players from both sides were completely exhausted, collapsing on the floor, but the home fans in Phoenix went wild for the dramatic finish that no one will forget. This game showed how basketball can be a battle of wills, where even when shooting is off and fatigue sets in, heart and one perfect shot at the very end win the day. Shifting focus to San Antonio, the Spurs hosted the Sacramento Kings, and it was all about one player who made the night feel unfair. Victor Wembanyama, the 7'4" sensation, nicknamed the Alien for his freakish athleticism and skills that no one else has. From the opening tip, Wemby was everywhere. He rejected shots from experienced players like De'Aaron Fox right in the paint, showing his shot blocking ability that changes games because it forces teams to avoid driving altogether. He grabbed rebounds like a magnet, started fast breaks, and faked out defenders with smooth footwork footwork. In the third quarter, his highlights went absolutely viral in real time. He blocked more shots than on offense, caught a pass in traffic, elevated high, spun in the air with a two-handed windmill dunk right through the heart of the Kings defense, a move so athletic and powerful it left defenders frozen in place and announcers running out of words. His long arms seemed to reach every corner of the court for steals and blocks. By the end, Wembanyama had tallied 28 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 blocks in a dominant Spurs victory. It was the kind of stat line that separates contenders from pretenders. The Spurs simply overwhelmed a weaker Kings team, proving their potential as a rising force. Young fans watching at home probably dreamed of playing like that one day, but Wemby makes it look routine, terrorizing opponents all night and blowing out the opposition the way great teams are supposed to. The Pistons in Detroit did something similar to the Chicago Bulls, winning easily for their 5th straight victory. Cade Cunningham, the point guard leader, and Jalen Duran, the young big man in the paint, each recorded double-doubles, meaning at least 10 points and 10 rebounds or assists each. They controlled the paint with strong inside scoring, locked down on defense, and dictated the pace from start to finish without giving the Bulls any easy looks. It was a complete team effort that kept the momentum going for a rising squad in the Eastern Conference. Down in Miami, the Heat took care of the rebuilding Memphis Grizzlies without much trouble, but not without delivering one of the highlight reel plays of the entire night. Norman Powell, with the Heat leading by 4, received a cross-court bounce pass, used a hesitation move to get his defender leaning the wrong way, then went up as if for a regular layup only to tuck the ball under the defender's arm at the last second for an up and under finish that hung in the air forever. It was one of the most difficult and creative plays you'll see all season, earning perfect 10 out of 10 scores from analysts for execution, body control, and pure creativity that left everyone watching in awe. But the real shock came in garbage time, when the game is already decided and mostly substitute players are on the floor, when things got ugly fast. Miami's rookie Myron Gardner made an unnecessary hard foul on Scottie Pippen Jr. of the Grizzlies, clipping him from behind in a way that sent both players crashing to the hardwood. A pileup formed in the far corner with pushing, shoving, and angry words flying. It was unfortunate and totally avoidable, especially since benches almost emptied but knew the strict NBA rule: if you leave the bench during a fight, you get an automatic suspension. Gardner was right at the bottom of the pile, and Pippen Jr. went all out in response. Such dirty plays don't help a young player earn respect or keep a roster spot long term, and it left a sour taste after an otherwise clean and fun game. It was a reminder that even when the outcome is clear, emotions can boil over and turn basketball into something ugly in seconds. To add even more throwback flavor to the Wild Night, in a separate matchup featuring the Philadelphia 76ers and New Orleans Pelicans, veteran big man DeAndre Jordan delivered a massive dunk that evoked his old Lob City days with the Clippers, where he was famous for alley-oop slams that brought arenas to their feet. Trey Murphy had to check his watch after seeing Jordan rock the rim like it was 2015 all over again. When young center Derek Queen felt the urge to retaliate after a hard foul from Andre Drummond, Jordan stepped right in as the peacemaker, holding his teammate back and calmly saying not to escalate or mess with the rook. It was classy veteran leadership that cooled things down instantly. Jordan also put up solid numbers with points, rebounds, and blocks, showing at his age he can still impact games with size, timing, and smarts. The game ended in a blowout, with the other Jordan helping set the final margin out of reach. All in all, this was one of the craziest nights in recent NBA history, packed with enough drama, heroics, and heartbreak to fill a full season's worth of highlights. From the 18-point comeback in New York that had Madison Square Garden literally shaking to the triple overtime epic in Phoenix, where defense ruled until one perfect buzzer beater decided everything, to Wembanyama's alien-like dominance in San Antonio, the straightforward but impressive wins with flair in Detroit and Miami, the unfortunate fight that no one wanted to see, and the nostalgic dunks from a veteran who still has it. The league showed exactly why it is never boring. And just when you thought it couldn't get any wilder, there was yet another reminder that Luka Doncic truly despises facing the Los Angeles Clippers in what was probably another masterclass performance full of step-back threes, no-look passes, and total control. Nights like February 22nd, 2026 are what make basketball so addictive for millions around the world. The unpredictability, the skill that looks impossible, the raw passion of players and crowds, and the pure shock value that keeps fans glued to their screens until the final buzzer. The passion, the skill, the drama, it is all there, making every single game a potential classic that reminds us why we love this sport. If last night is any indication of what is coming, the rest of the 2025 to 26 season is going to be one for the history books, full of more moments that leave jaws on the floor and stories told for years.